So we're about in the middle of August right now. It's been 100 degrees all week. It's really hot. And our garden is starting to slow down a little bit, starting to die off. And I have a pile of zucchini that I need to start shredding for the freezer. And I thought I would do like a small little video on how I shred our zucchini and we freeze it. And there was one little step that I always missed for like a couple years when I started gardening, and I wish I would have known that back then, but now I do, and it really saves on a lot of our zucchini that we are growing. So last year was the first year that we started growing in this big main garden, and it really didn't do very well because there was some issues that came along the way. And by fall of last year, about this time, is when we fixed our soil and really started seeing the good results coming out of the garden at the end of last year. So we really didn't get a whole lot of zucchini last year, but I was excited to start this year on growing things. So this spring started out not very well. We had some rows that was holding water, and we were having really bad slugs in the very beginning because of all the moisture. So once we got a hold of the slugs and took care of that, it took a couple weeks for me to take care of that slug issue, and then replanted a handful of times in the rows that was holding water. And I quickly realized that I just needed to start putting seeds everywhere in the garden just to see if I can get my squash and zucchini growing. And it started to grow, but there were some things that I did. I wrapped the bases of my squash plants with foil to help keep out the vine borers getting in there. And some of them I actually covered in a little bit of netting until they got mature enough when they were growing, so the slugs wouldn't, eat them again. But they started growing, and now is the time, probably this past 2 weeks, we've been getting a lot of zucchini, so I really need to start preserving all of the zucchini that's coming out of our garden. So I'm gonna finish gathering up all the zucchini that I can in the garden, and then I'll take you inside and we'll set out everything that we need to start shredding the zucchini. Okay, I just got a roasting pan. I'll probably need something bigger. I usually use a bigger pan that I have back in there, but I'm using it right now. You're gonna need a salad spinner, and then you're gonna need obviously your grater, and I'm just gonna use this simple Black & Decker one. It's not the best, but it's like a cheap Walmart shredder that I've been using. So you're just gonna set it up. Get everything ready, and that's ready to go. My pan is ready to go, which I'm just going to set this to the side. And you're also going to need either quart size or a gallon size freezer bags. And I'm going to take all of these and wash them really good. Just make sure all stuff's off of them. Alright, this is going to be really simple. You're just going to cut the ends off. And just cut it in half. And this one got a little big, so I'm just going to take some of the inside out. And then you're literally just going to put it in here. Turn it on low. You're just going to continue to do this until this thing is full. And this is the step that I was always missing. What you're gonna do is just put it in a salad spinner. You're gonna try to get all the liquid that you can out of this zucchini. All in here into the salad spinner. We're gonna spin it out as much as we can to get all the liquid out. We're gonna pour it down the sink, keep doing that. And then once we're done spinning it out, we're gonna put it in the roaster pan. We're just gonna continue to do this over and over and over. So I'm just gonna spin it out. This is the hard part. I'm just gonna show you here how much liquid that you just don't think it is in a zucchini. Look at this. And that's a lot of liquid. So you're just gonna, I mean, you could save this and like make something with it, or I just pour it down the sink because I'm in a hurry. And then you're gonna just do it one more time just to make sure all the liquid is out. And you'll be surprised at how much liquid the second turn does too. See, look at that. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna place it in to the roasting pan. All right, and this is what I'm ending with today. A lot of those were really overgrown and had huge seeds, which you can still, you know, shred them and freeze them, but I don't really prefer to do that. So I'm just gonna go with this, but I got quite a bit. So now I'm just gonna start putting them into Ziploc bags. Okay, so I got a measuring cup, 1 cup. I'm just gonna put 2 cups into a, I think it's like quart size freezer bag. You're just gonna smash it down real good. Make sure it's tight besides the 1 inch right here. And I usually just kind of roll it up to get all the air out, and then I zip tie it. It's all tight and the air's out of it. So that one's ready to go. Set this one aside, work on my other one. I'm just gonna keep doing this until all of the zucchini are in these freezer bags. Then you wanna make sure that you're going to write the date, what it is, because once something gets frozen to the freezer, you might forget what it is if you freeze a lot of stuff from the garden. Always put the date too, so you can always use up the oldest stuff that you have first, because nothing lasts that long in the freezer, especially this kind of stuff. Alright, got my 2 cups. Smash it down in there. Pull this out. Alright, so I ended up having 10 of these quart size freezer bag full. Don't forget to put the name and the date of what it is. And you're going to lay them flat in your freezer like this, and it's ready to go. So I really like that tip of taking the liquid out as much as you can. You can use a towel if you don't have a salad spinner. Just put everything in a towel and like wring it out really good. Make sure all the water comes out. But now this is a great way to preserve the zucchini if you have tons of zucchini to put away. And I've put 2 cups in here because usually, I guess, some of the recipes always call for 2 cups of zucchini to put into recipes. And if you need more, you know, it's perfect little size.